we're gonna go ahead and get started. I feel like I need to turn this way. Everybody's right here. Okay, so first thing on the agenda is our next meeting, which is October 20th. We are wanting to bring pizza for everybody that comes. So if you come, you get pizza, maybe 2 slices. If you could do us a huge favor though, this goes to people at home watching too. If you decide you're gonna come, please RSVP on OrgSync on that date, the meeting that date, so that way we kind of have a general idea of how many pizzas we need to order. Because I don't want to order.
Sorry, where are you ordering from?
It's gonna have to be the hub.
You have to do it before the day of.
Yeah.
Did they say you could order that morning? Have you talked with them?
Not if I can order the day of, but.
Might check that you might have to have by Friday.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
So ASAP, if you could check that you're coming or not. And I'll get this up like tonight or tomorrow. So if you already know you're gonna come, say yes, you're coming, so that we can kind of get a better idea. I don't want to order 3 pizzas and have, a handful of people here and have a bunch of pizza left over. And we will be doing more pizza nights. This is just the first one. Will be our next meeting. So in 2 weeks, pizza. Next, we have our next silent lunch is going to be October 23rd. So it's that same week. Again, that's from noon to 1 over in the cafeteria. If you guys haven't been before, it's fun. Our first turnout, we had a lot of people come to the first one. This last one, not so many people, but I know there were also, I think the SGA meeting was that same day, so that could have impacted people in other groups, maybe didn't come. But mark your calendar, October 23rd is going to be the next silent lunch. And then the next day, October 24th, is our next game night. I really enjoyed last month's game night. I thought it was fun. We had 2 deaf people that came, and then quite a bit, probably like a full table almost full of ASL 1 students, and then a decent amount of higher level students. But it was fun. I encourage you all to come if you can. You don't have to stay for the whole time. If you can just pop up for an hour or so, that works too. For our Halloween carnival, again, October 30th, the Thursday before our Halloween, our sign-up sheet's looking a little bare. We have the middle section from like 11 to 1, I believe, is covered pretty well. But I think there's only 1 person signed up to help set up, and I don't know that there's anybody to tear down. I think there's someone there till 2 maybe. So we might have to tear down early, but if you can come just to help set up, even if you can't really stay but for the setup, we really need people at that beginning. I know it's hard because people have classes from 9 to 11, so I know that's kind of rough, but if you don't have classes, if you wouldn't mind stopping by to help set up, we would really, really, really appreciate it. And then if, like I said, maybe you could stay to
And also
tear
we
down.
normally set up the jail the night before, so on Wednesday night. We need to maybe have a few people in there. It's not hard, doesn't even take a long time. You just have to have a few people, 4 or 5 people, be able to hold walls, attach them together, that kind of thing. So if we could maybe set up a time on Wednesday afternoon, 4:30, 5 o'clock-ish to set up, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think there's a night class that Wednesday night. There's the fundamentals of interpreting or
ASL 1.
Yeah, see, so there's a few night classes, so if anyone's maybe in one of those Wednesday night classes that might want to stop by a little early to help for the jail, that'd be appreciated. For our t-shirts, I checked before I came, and the poll had barely one that we keep calm with the Pistol Pete, but a different color. So that's what won out. That's what the voters decided on. So we can go ahead and just kind of pick, do we want long sleeve, short sleeve, black, what do we want there? So that'll be that's our next decision. Does anybody have anything that they really, really want?
I don't know, it'd be nice to have a long sleeve that's
See, I thought a long sleeve. I think a long
Long
sleeve would
sleeve
kind
black?
of be
I don't like long sleeves. Just me.
nice. Well, I mean, we can order more. We can, if anybody really wants to keep the gray, we can keep the gray. We already have the design, so ordering different shirts, you know, the design, I think last year was the long process. Getting it approved and done and sent off was the long process. So I think now that we have that design, hopefully ordering new shirts it shouldn't be as tedious. So
How long does it take for them to come in once?
that I don't know.
Because I'm thinking it's coming towards colder weather. We know how cold it gets.
Yeah, well, that's why I would be opposed to a
Yeah.
long sleeve,
And
because
it's
it
only
gets
one
cold.
shirt out of how many long sleeve we go.
I'm thinking that maybe we could check to see maybe if we could have both. That way you could have a choice. We could see if that's an option for us. Because it's our department here, the design department that set it up, so it'll be an easy phone call and ask them.
So that's out there. I'm kind of partial. I think the black looked nice. I know the posters had the black background. I thought that looked nice. But
I've heard several people say want the black background.
okay, so maybe black. So we'll see when we get some more input. If anybody's, you know, really wants a color. Some events going on campus, or an event going on campus. The SGA, the next movie on the Hill. What date was that? The 23rd, thank you. Is the next movie on the Hill, is the 23rd. They have a poll on OrgSync still going. You can still go vote. The top two movies that are kind of, probably one of them's gonna win is the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I haven't seen it. And the second one is Maleficent. And right now I think Maleficent is winning. So if you wanna go to Movie on the Hill, one of those two movies is probably what we'll be playing. Also, if you're interested, this week, for deaf events, Starbucks, it's gonna be in Oklahoma City on Northwest Expressway, MacArthur. If you need your deaf events, or you just need some practice, or that's the next one. This week is Oklahoma City. Last meeting, we briefly mentioned that they're gonna have a breast cancer awareness table, and that last year we won. Does anybody have any, neat breast cancer table ideas? It's kind of, we'll be setting up a table and decorating, kind of, like I said, just an awareness. We'll have different things set up to help promote breast cancer awareness. Last year, I think, was you said it was a basketball type theme. But they'll be going around and judging. And last year there was a prize, can't remember the exact dollar amount, but there was a prize that we went around, we donated back. So we didn't keep our prize, we donated it. But does anybody have any ideas of a theme that they might want to do for the breast cancer table? Is anybody, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday that we'll have to set it up. But so we need ideas, need people to help set up. It's the 13th and 14th. I think we have to have the table set up 13th and 14th. And then the 15th, they'll be awarding the best table.
Is this awarding for like how creative it is? I mean, what do you need on it, like, or how much information?
How creative or how informative?
I think a combination of both.
It's a little bit of everything. They judge on appearance. They judge on how well you've matched their efforts, the awareness. They judge on how interactive you are. And I think that's one of the reasons why we won last year, because we did have the theme was shoot for the cure. So they set up the basketball goal and you take a shot at the cure kind of idea. That they had pink, they had the boas, they had, really